Hello and welcome to Victorian Snippets. Now that Halloween is past, let us turn our attention to the next very popular Victorian holiday, Thanksgiving. We all know the Victorians enjoyed doing things in excess. Nothing beats excess more than a bountiful Thanksgiving feast. When President Abraham Lincoln named it an official holiday in 1863, all the stops were off, and it became a full-blown celebration. Besides, plump women were considered healthy and attractive, and a little extra girth for the gentlemen indicated that they were prosperous and therefore good marital prospects. Of course, a feast must be artfully presented, and an elegant table was a must. A heavily starched white linen or damask tablecloth, a proper setting, was to be followed by a fancy centerpiece. The Victorians decorated with natural elements, such as seasonal autumn grasses, leaves, chrysanthemums, ferns, dried grasses, pumpkins, and grains. The sideboard also had to be decorated, as the Thanksgiving bounty would be displayed there for serving purposes. A literal cornucopia was displayed. Then our prospective hostess brought out her finest china. This middle-class table features English Haviland china. There was also French, but this particular pattern and make is English. The knife rests are cut glass. As laundry was a big issue in Victorian times, they were a necessity to keep cutlery from falling onto the tablecloth and staining the cloth. The goblets are pressed glass. Tiny saucers were placed at each place setting. And these are called salt cellars. Since salt was an expensive commodity and not to be used lavishly, each diner received a small amount. A pinch was all you need. Cloth napkins with silver napkin rings are a requirement, and many hostesses placed place cards at each individual setting in case they had additional guests, and this would facilitate conversation. Now, facial hair was quite the fashion for gentlemen, and they often used mustache cups to prevent those handlebar mustaches from getting soiled by their beverages. And one more mustache cup. And it was acceptable for the man of the house to pick his teeth at the table, but nobody else. And a small child would not be invited to dine at the table. But I thought you might enjoy viewing an antique wicker high chair. Children had their own table, and that was usually in another room. But it was also adorned with colorful decorations. If the weather was cold, a fire could be lit. And before the extended meal was begun, the blessing was said. Join me next week as we begin the food preparation, which took several days for this opulent feast. See you next week.